Morning, Codex. Can you remind me of the upcoming maturities over the next 2 weeks of fDesk via the MCP?
Sure, I'll check that. I'm looking up fDesk maturities due in the next 2 weeks. 2 active notes are coming due, 10 million euros this Tuesday and another 10 million the following Tuesday.
Perfect. Anything we need to do with them, or is everything ready?
Well, I'll double check that for you.
Hey Bates, it seems we have received a new transaction. Can you go into my emails and fetch the term sheets from the attachments of my last email and convert it into a new transaction under the master suite and use an existing transaction as an example? Just change what's changed and generate the documents and let me know when you're done. Thanks.
Done. I retrieved the term sheet from your latest email and created transaction ending on 1004, key terms, principal, EUR E101, issue date, the 7th of August, 2026, maturity, the 7th of December, 2026, issue price, 99.277 rounded, yield 2.150%. Validation passed with no missing fields or alerts. 6 documents were generated successfully in PDF and DOCX and are pending approval. If you want, I can save this transaction process as a reusable workflow.
Can you list the names of the documents that were produced?
Global Notes Terms and Conditions Payment Instructions. B2B Registered TNC B2B. Repayment Instructions.
Hey Robert, you just received an email that the lead manager wants to postpone the transaction by a week due to market conditions.
Hey Claude, the lead manager just informed us that the transaction ending on 1004 should be moved by 1 week. Can you change the maturity and the issue date by 1 week?
Right, let me pull up that transaction first so I can see the current date. It's hidden by the default filters. Let me include the transactions. Found it. It's the EUR 10 million notes for currently maturing December 7th, 2026. Let me grab the issue date before I shift things. Got it. So issue date is currently August 7th, would make it August 14th for issue and December 14th for maturity. Shall I go ahead with those?
Yes, do that. Can you retrieve from the fDesk MCP the latest transaction with 1004 at the end and list it here? Perfect. Now can you create in another sheet a full list of all variables and their answers? And now can you create a template out of this with just the details that change every time? Can you check the fDesk MCP and look through all transactions and create a slide with a chart showing the distribution of used currencies? Hi Claude, can you create via the fDesk MCP server a description of Rheinmetall using their homepage rheinmetall.com and in particular the investor relations section and the publications thereunder, and then put it into our guarantor disclosure template?
In under an hour, our AI populated the operome's variables from public sources alone. Set against the issuer description in Rheinmetall's most recent standalone bond documentation, the output covers over 80% of the same substance. Internal assessment, public filings only.
Create a blank test mode transaction from fDesk Master Suite and show me page 1 of the questionnaire with the full option list for every field, including the secondary documents.
The fDesk Master Suite, The full transaction documentation for a single European debt issuance program, CDIP, covers 22 automatically generated and fully configurable documents, driven by close to 1,000 variables and more than 6,000 business rules.
In April, ICMA expanded the bond data taxonomy to over 300 fields, the standard the market uses to describe a bond. This is one document in our model. Hundreds of variables, or actually thousands, and tens of thousands of business rules. Some of them are asked, the rest are derived or decided by the rules. A taxonomy describes the bond. It doesn't produce the documentation. ICMA says so themselves. In their standard, the legal documentation prevails over the data model. The gap between the two is the whole problem, and closing it is what that operome does. And that's also the reason why it cannot just be an AI. 300 interdependent fields is already past the point where a language model holds them reliably. 600 or 7,000, it will start inventing confidently in a document somebody signs. That is not something you prompt your way out of. So we don't ask it to. The rules live in the operome, deterministically. The AI asks the questions and writes the prose. It is never the authority on what is true. We used 3 different assistants in this video: ChatGPT, Bates, which is my Windows Office 365 OpenClaw instance in Teams, and Claude for the rest. We could have used 10 more. The assistant is interchangeable. The operome is not. If you want your own issuance working like this, real-time, conversational, in whatever interface your people already use, talk to us.